I'm here outside the Royal Courts of Justice because I am waiting to hear justice being done, I hope.
I'm here today because I think the decision today is crucial for us all. It's really important for that Huda Ammori has a positive decision to allow her to pursue a judicial review action against Yvette Cooper's ill-considered and rapid and disproportionate decision to prescribe Palestine Action.
There are more people who have been arrested for protests connected with Palestine Action so far this year than there were in the whole of last year.
I've been demonstrating since I was 14. For the first time, I have felt frightened and chilled as a 79-year-old person in my life, and that is serious.
You have to think, if a police officer comes along to you now and says there is a terrorism event happening at the end of the road, should you run away from it, or should you say, oh, it's just some guys with some red paint? This is just utter madness. Have you ever seen anyone go and run around with a pro-ISIS banner?
Not personally. No, that's not to say it's never happened, but yeah, it's certainly not in my time. I've not seen anything like that. So.
Most of the groups that have been prescribed are groups where there's an immediate threat to life. And I guess Palestine Action are the first group where there isn't an immediate threat to life, and people are looking at it and saying, is this really terrorism? This is appalling legislation enacted in the worst possible way by Yvette Cooper. She should look at herself and say, well, what is it that you're looking to do? Wherever it is, you have failed, and it's time for a rethink.
As we said, I'm wrong, and we're going to celebrate today. There is judicial review. He accepted point 8 and 2.
I think it's great news. I think it's the right decision. I think it's great news not only for former Palestine Action and the concept of direct action itself, but for anyone who believes in rule of law in the UK, for anyone who believes in the foundations of democracy in this country, for anyone who believes in freedom of speech and freedom to protest in this country. So the judge himself determined that the government's decision was in fact impinging on our rights to freedom of speech. And I think that's something everyone should take very seriously, whether they support Palestine Action or not. Because again, this judgment is not solely about Palestine Action. It's about the right to protest. It's about the right for the British people to challenge this government's support for genocide.
Resistance is not terrorism.
And also, the court is going to consider the question of process as to how the prescription was done. And especially that not only were Palestine Action themselves never questioned or talked to about possible prescription, no single pro-Palestinian voice or pro-Palestinian organisation was ever consulted about the prescription, and yet they consulted the Israeli embassy, and they consulted the Elbit weapons manufacturers. They consulted those who are committing genocide, but did not consult those who oppose genocide.
Seeing ordinary people, doctors, teachers, retired priests, put their liberty on the line for the sake of the Palestinian people, that's what gives me hope.